Good afternoon everyone. Today we will discuss chapter number 2, Geological Evolution and Structure for class 12th ISC board. Before going toward the chapter, let's discuss some basic key points or basic definitions which are very important and essential for knowing the chapter. The first one is a geology. Now geology is known as the science of the earth crust. Okay, from the previous past till right now, many changes occur on the surface area and it can only be studied under a one head, and that is called geology. Now historical geology is the historical study of the earth which study the pattern of the development of the earth crust in time and space, the different pattern on which that earth crust that formed from the previous past till right now, these all changes can be studied under the historical geology. Now era is the primary interval, period is the secondary interval, group is name given to the rock formed during that era, in that particular era, types of rock which formed. Now system is name given to the rock formed during that period. Next, standard geological era. Now according to the standard geological era, it is divided in various time group, like Precambrian time is there, 570 million year old, Paleozoic is there, 245 to 570 million year old, then Mesozoic is there, 66 to 245 million year old, and the Cenozoic is there, 66 million year old to the present right now. Now according to the Indian geological era, it is also divided into the different time group, like Archean is there, early Precambrian, Purana, that Precambrian, late Precambrian, the Dravidian 400 to 570 million year old, and the Aryan 400 million year old to the present. Now this Precambrian, Paleozoic or Mesozoic or Cenozoic, or according to the India, that Archean or Purana or Dravidian or Aryan, where this name came from those particular area where this kind of different kinds of rocks are formed. Like the Precambrian derived its name from the rock formation of Cambria, Latin name of Wales in the United Kingdom. The period got their name from the places where rock formation of that period were formed. Now Precambrian do not contain fossil because these are the beginning rocks. These are the rocks which form that for solidification of magma or that lava. Then Paleozoic is there, have the fossils of very earlier lives. Then Mesozoic is there, middle lives, and then Cenozoic is there, the recent lives. Now next one is the geological history. Now according to the geological history of India, the present physical form of the Indian subcontinent is the result of a vast geological formation. Now from previous past till right now, India is having a huge background of geological history. So various parts of India evolved during the long geological history. In the main, India is composed by the three geological units. We have divided the major three physical features of India are there. Geological units are there. First one is the peninsular plateau. Second one is the northern mountain which cover from the northern side of India. And third one is the Indo-Gangetic plain or northern plates which lies toward the north of the peninsular plateau and the south of the Himalayas. Okay, we can see the geological units of India on the physical map of India. Northern side of India is covered by the Himalayan ranges, Youngfold mountains. Southern part is covered by the peninsular plateau, and the third one is the northern plains which lies south of the Himalayas and north of the peninsular plateau. Now peninsular plateau is known as the oldest relief division of India, and most of the or many geologists believe that it is one of the oldest relief division of India. It is known as the peninsular plateau or southern plateau. Okay, broader from the north and taper toward the south, covered from water body from three sides, one side Bay of Bengal, one side Indian Ocean, and one side Arabian Sea. So this is one of the oldest relief division. Second one is the Himalayas, and third one is the northern plains. So these three are the geological unit of India. Now when we heading toward the formation of the peninsular plateau, the southern part of India consists of an old plateau which is known as the southern plateau. This is called the peninsular plateau because it is surrounded by sea on three sides. Geologists believe that it is the oldest landform of India and subcontinent and is just one of the several plates of the earth crust. It is known as the Indian plate. During pre-Cambrian era, there were a large depression in which the sediments were deposited and a block of crystal rocks known as the Peninsular Plateau came out from the depression and never submerged again. Okay, this tableland has behaved as a ridge or a host, inflexible, harder like a block. Okay, then Peninsular Plateau received some lateral thrust and orogenic mountain building forces, fractures, crack, pressure and so on, but the basement never displaced from its original place. Now it considered as a part of Indo-Australian plate has been subjected to vertical movements of block faulting. The peninsula contains mostly residual mountains like Aravalli. The river valleys are the shallow with low gradients. Why these are low gradient rivers are there over the parts of Peninsular Plateau, and high gradient rivers are there in the northern plains, because the mountain areas, from the mountain areas rivers are falling from a great height and creating a large gradient. But over the Peninsular Plateau, rivers are not falling from a great height, a minimum height is there or average height is there. That's why they create a low gradient. Okay, when we talk about the geologists believe, most of the geologists believe that our peninsular part of global Gondwana land is formed because of the continent drifted northwards and strike the central acidic plate were raised up from to the high Himalayas out of the Tethys Sea. It means many million year back, if we talk about the 70 million, 100 million, 150 million, 200, 300 million year back, our peninsular plateau is entirely located in the southern hemisphere, and from the southern hemisphere it drags towards, shifted toward the north, it reaches near to the equator. One water body is there between the northern Angara land and the southern Gondwana land. This water body is known as the Tethys Sea. So in this water body, pressure is created because of this peninsular plateau plate and the northern acidic plate. So this pressure created, and the sediment which are there in that Tethys Sea, they lifted up and created the Himalayas. Now when we go toward the formation of the Himalayas mountain ranges are much younger as compared to the peninsular plateau and are known as the young fold mountains. They built within 30 to 25 to 30 million year back. That's why these are young. Why it's known as the fold? Because sediments are folded. Himalayas are formed because of the folding of sediment in the two folds, either maybe a anticline or maybe a syncline. So till Mesozoic era, about 70 million year ago, the entire Himalayas as well as the plain area remain under the sea water in the previous history in the Tethys Sea. Now 70 million year back, imagine 70 million year back there was no presence of Himalayas, or is not there. There is no northern plains are there. Where we have northern plains right now, 70 million year back there was a water body, and where we have the Himalayas there was a water body, and the common water body is the Tethys Sea. Okay, to the north of the Tethys Sea, Angara land lies. To the south of the Tethys Sea, Gondwana land lies, and the sediments in the Tethys Sea, which is bordered by the antecedent rivers flowing from the north and south of the Tethys Sea, they create the sediments, they submitted the sediments in the sea. Okay, and because on this sediment pressure is created from the both the side because of the plate convergent action, Himalayas built up. Now the Himalayan mountain building process is now better explained by the help of theory of plate tectonics, movements of plate tectonic theory, movements of plate, formation of mountains, formation of plateau because of the movements of plates. Now several plates are there, their thickness differ from ocean toward the mainland. This theory has replaced the former theories of mountain building. The entire crust of the earth has been divided into number of plates are there. Their collision of plates led to the building and stretch of the new plates or formation of the continents or mountains or plateaus, resulting in folding, faulting, igneous activities occurs. According to that theory, plate tectonic theory, the Himalayan ranges were formed when the Indian plate was driven northwards and pushed beneath the Eurasian plate. With the advance of that one Indian plate toward the north, the Tethys Sea started contrasting, and 65 to 70 million year back, back ago. Now 30-60 million year ago, the two plates came closer and the Tethys crust began to fracture into thrust edges. Now 20-30 million year back, the Himalayas that ranges started emerging. It means 20 to 30 million year back, and before that one 65 to 70 million year back, when the two plates come closer, that northern side and southern side, this two plated created the pressure on the plate of that Tethys Sea. It means, it doesn't mean that only plates are present on the continents, on the land masses. Ocean bottom also have the plates. So this plate contrasts because from the both sides there is a convergent action take place, and the sediment which are present in the Tethys Sea, because of the pressure from the both the side, they form the ranges, they form the folds. Few folds move downwards, few folds move upwards, and the upward folds are known as the anticline, the downward folds are known as the syncline. So these form in the time period of 70 million year back, and 20 to 30 million year back, Himalayas ranges emerging, they are started burning over the areas of Tethys Sea in place of Tethys Sea. Third geographical unit is the Great Plains, which lies south of the Himalayas or north of the Peninsular Plateau. These areas are also known as very fertile because of a vast alluvium soil is there over those areas. Density of the population is very high. Okay, in between the Himalayas in the north and the Peninsular Plateau in the south lies the Great Plains of India. It believed that there was a large depression causes due to the Himalayas upliftment out of the Tethys Sea. Okay, at the time period of formation of the Himalayas, in that time period a depression is created between the Himalayas and the Peninsular Plateau. Now this depression was filled by those rivers which are flowing from the Himalayas and those rivers which are flowing from the south. Okay, so after filling these parts, these areas, this depression by the alluvium brought by the rivers, this depression completely converted into a northern plain or Indo-Gangetic plains. Now we have the evidence that these plains are widening. We have the evidence rivers are still doing their work. Transported soil always carried by the river from the upper coast toward the middle coast and toward the lower coast. The widening of Sundarban areas shows that the rivers are still depositing the sediments on the river bank or on the river bed. Okay, the regular extension of Sundarban delta is going on. Now the difference between the Peninsular Plateau and the Himalayas. Now a great difference is there. You can imagine there is a great difference is there. Formation of the Himalayas totally differ from the formation of the Peninsular Plateau. Now the Peninsular Plateau and the Himalayas mountain quite differ from each other. Okay, in the term of stratigraphy, in the term of geological structure, in the term of physiography. Okay, stratigraphy is the lithological study of the rock beds, sequence of their occurrence and their thickness, and the geological structure is the study of the folds and faults which are created on that time on the igneous activity associated with that formation. Physiography is the study of the formation and development of surface features of land, like mountains are there, plateaus are there, plains are there. So in that sequence you have the differentiate, you can see the differentiate which made over here, differentiate between the Peninsular Plateau and the mountain and the Youngfold mountains. Now it is the oldest landform. Now Peninsular Plateau, you earlier known that Peninsular Plateau is known as the oldest relief division in comparison to the Himalayas. Himalayas are the Youngfold mountains. Now Peninsular Plateau is a tableland often compared to a block, a rigid, a fixed. Okay, but the Himalayas are the chain of mountain, and these are flexible, these are created of the plate tectonic activities. Now it remained the land area since the Cambrian period only for a short period of its coastal area, a few part of that submerged to the sea, but the Himalayas mountain remain under the water for a long that period of history. It means Himalayas which are formed by the sediments, these sediments are submerged under the Tethys Sea for a long geological historical time period. Now Peninsular Plateau contain many mostly residual mountains. The Aravalli are the great better example. Himalayas are Youngfold mountains are there, weak are there, flexible mountains are there, unstable portion of the earth crust are there. These all are created because of the folding action. Now the river valleys are shallow with the low gradient, where the Himalayas are tectonic mountains and the rivers are torrential, having marks of the youthfulness. It means the rivers which are flowing over the Himalayas, these are youthfulness, it's very strong. They are falling from a great height. They creates the large waterfalls are there. They are falling from a great height. They are having a large gradient is there. But if we compare to the low gradient rivers of that one Peninsular Plateau, it differs. Peninsular Plateau's triangulated shape land is there, where the Himalayas are chain of mountains like a arc shape. Okay. Last one is most of the rocks founded in Peninsular Plateaus of igneous. Why it is of igneous? Because this plateau formation of the plateau, eruption of the magma occurred many million years back. This eruption of magma, all lava converted and it becomes solidified. That's why these are mostly of igneous. Now most of the rocks in that one Himalayas are the sedimentary. Oh, okay. Maximum rocks, it doesn't mean every rock, but maximum part of the Himalayas are covered with the sedimentary rocks. Okay. Next one is the geological formation of India. According to the geological formation of India, GIS, Geological Survey of India, divided the time period into the 4 sections. One is known as the Archean, second one is known as the Puranas, third is known as the Dravidian, and fourth one is known as the Aryan. Now the Archean that of India corresponds to the first half of the Precambrian, then Purana to the second half of the Precambrian, Dravidian to the period of the Cambrian of middle Carboniferous, and the Aryan from the upper Carboniferous period of time. Okay, important Indian rocks formation are the Archean system, the Dharwar system, Kadapa system, Vindhya system, Gondwana system, Deccan Traps, Tertiary system, and Quaternary formation. Now Archean, this system in which the rock contain in the areas of these rocks are there in the areas of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Rajasthan. Okay, the rocks are primarily igneous and granite, having no marks on the fossils. Okay, earlier I have told the previous rock formation is because of the genesis and granite, and they do not contain the fossils. They are formed because of that submission of the lava, solidification of the lava or magma. The Archean rocks are also found in some parts of the Himalayas, a few parts of the Himalayas. Now in front of you the table is there. In this table, Indian era is given over here, standard geological era from period is given here, duration of period in million years, age from beginning in million years, major formation in peninsula, major formation in the extra peninsula areas toward the northern part. Why extra peninsula area are the northern part? Now the Dharwar system, the rock belonging to this Dharwar system is earlier the sedimentary rock. Now this sedimentary rock today in few areas they converted into the metamorphic rock, and the formation of metamorphic rock is because of high temperature and high pressure. The rock do not contain fossils. They are found in the Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Meghalaya, and Rajasthan. Now such rocks are also found in the central and northern Himalayas. Now this that's map of India, this geological system map of India which is given over here. In this one, Quaternary, Rajmahal and Deccan follows, Mesozoic, Gondwana, Vindhya, Kadapa, Dharwar system of rocks are given there with the legends. Okay, next one. Schist, slate, quartzite, conglomerate are some of the rocks of that time period which contain the gold, manganese, iron ore, chromium, copper, uranium, thorium, mica, building materials like granite, marbles, quartzite. Now Kadapa system, the Kadapa system rocks are found in the Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. These rocks are very rich in iron ore, manganese ore, slate and marble. Now when we talk about the Vindhya system, this rock of Vindhya system are present in the areas of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan. This system of rock contain the limestone, sandstone, shale, slate and so on. This is very important for the building materials. Vindhya rocks generally stand over the Kadapa rocks. Now Dravidian rocks are there. In that Dravidian rocks, peninsular plateau areas are there above the sea level. They are found in the continuous sequence of the Himalayas. Now Gondwana rocks are there. This peninsula during the upper Carboniferous period experienced crystal movements which led to the formation of basin shaped and depression. This depression had countless terrestrial that one plants and animals which were buried from the coral deposits in the India, and these areas are very well known for their coal mines or coal areas. Now the Gondwana rocks, they contain coal deposits. That's why the Godavari areas or the eastern area, Godavari basins area, or many areas are there which are very rich in the coal areas like Godavari, Mahanadi, that Damodar and so on. Now Paleozoic mein the rocks of the upper Paleozoic are most in the northern parts of the central Himalayas, exists extending toward the Kashmir, Sikkim and a few other places of Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, northern India, okay, Gujarat. Mesozoic, that vast areas of Maharashtra and other parts of Deccan were flooded were lava due to the intense volcanic activity which occur in million years past. This intense volcanic activity creates the large, huge that lava which erupted over the surface area and submitted near to that northern part of Deccan Plateau, that is known as the Deccan Trap area. These rock contain the thin fossil furious sedimentary layers, and generally they do not contain the fossils. Okay, the volcanic activity led to the great events, breakup of the Gondwana landmass and upliftment of the Himalayas. Now the Triteri. Now these rocks are comparatively recent origin, just like the Triteri coal which found in these kind of rocks, mostly new one. In the peninsular, they occur in the coastal areas of Gujarat, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Triteri rocks contain brown coal, rock salt, gypsum and limestone. Contrary rocks have been formed in the most recent past. The important contrary rocks formation are the Ice Age deposit of Kashmir, many millions year back, formation of alluvial plains in the North India, creation of Rajasthan deserts, run of Kutch, laterite formation of the peninsular plateau and formation of the rigor soil, black soil. Rigor soil is also known as the black soil. So this all from Gudaba, Vindhya, Dravidian, Gondwana, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Tertiary, Quaternary, this all rock form in the different type groups, and they are having a different rocks with the different varieties. Okay, so every rock is having own different characteristics, features. You heard the name of Alfred Wegener, who has given the theory of continental drift. Okay, according to its jigsaw fit, a belief on the jigsaw fit. According to that, 300 million year back, upper Carboniferous, see the position of continents, see the condition of continents, see the location of continents. Then in next 50 million year back and the 1 million year back, this present condition. So you can match this 1 million year back condition with the 300 million year back condition. It's a drastic changes there. Okay, this theory has been given by the Alfred Wegener regarding the continental drift. Now next one, again that 5 features are there. 1a, see that one, that splitting and convergent of plates. B, then C, then D, and this one is the latest one. Now this is the current position, almost correct position of that one continents. The breaking of Pangea is shown in this 5 stages from A toward the E. Okay, next one. Exercise is there for you. You try hard to solve it, and from the previous that lecture and previous that details, theoretical details, you will get the answers. Thank you.